Gamepoint Sports.
I'm Robbie the Rocket.
And I'm M Goodnight.
And this is Gamepoint.
Yay, no fingerprints. We back. Season 4. Hey, ready to get it cracking over here at the AHRR Network. We the first ones to do it. True to it. How you doing today, Mr. Robbie the Rocket?
Man, I'm putting up the phone for season 4, man. Been a long road. Good night, man. Blessed to be back here with you, man. Chopping up this good game, man, on this, sports life, you feel me? But at the same time, man, how you been, man, on your vacation? Since you been on vacation, man. Tell me what you was doing on vacation, man.
Man, I'm good, man. Just chilling, man. Getting my thoughts together, recollecting, reacting, and doing what I'm doing, man. Back, season 4, better than ever. So let's go.
Yes, sir. What you got to talk about on season 4, man? What we opening up with today, man?
We gonna open up with some of the biggest news around.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about what's going down in the sports world. Kwame Brown. We're gonna talk about Kwame Brown and Matt Barnes and they
altercation. Well, we're not altercation.
But we're gonna talk about Kwame Brown. But let's get to the video.
Derek Fisher got your keys to your truck. You bitch ass nigga, send some gas money so you can pick them kids up. Yeah. Now what you do, nigga? You niggas wanna sit on TV and act like y'all niggas perfect, and you can't respect when a man tell you wrong, bro. Well, let the gloves come off. The only joke you got is about basketball. I got a joke about your life, you punk bitch. The fuck is you talking about? What is Derek Fisher? Is he the mentor or the stepdaddy or what? Cause he your mentor too, you punk. Y'all niggas a trip. You wanna sit online and this what Rachel Nichols sat there and got your dumb ass to say something else again. Cause see, Rachel Nichols know. I'm gonna say something. I ain't got shit to lose. I don't got no big podcast. You the dumb nigga that keep responding.
Hey, shit, man, what you think about Kwame, man? What you think about Kwame, man?
That boy was fired up. Boy, he was on the boys' helmets.
And in the whole history of Kwame Brown, you know, Kwame never really said nothing during his whole career, man. And through all the bus talk, 20 years of bus talk, this and that, Kwame never really said nothing. I never heard Kwame say anything. But Kwame got to talking about, man, he's a Geechee, he's his mama's son, they don't want none of mama's cooking, and all these type of things. But then, you know what? Matt Barnes, he had to respond to him something like this. Check this video.
You've been ranting for about 5 days now. Your cry for help, your need for attention has worked. I heard your Instagram following has grown over 30,000 the last handful of days since you had my name in your mouth. But don't be fooled by this new attention, bro. All these people that are gassing you and putting a battery in your back, all the platforms that are picking you up, didn't give a fuck about you last week, bro. They don't love you. They just love the drama. And the old jokes you're saying. They don't love you, they don't love me, they don't know no one, they love a drama. That's it. But come on, all the smoke. Come talk your shit face to face. You got a story to tell, obviously. You're hurt. I mean, like I said, you can play it off with humor, but you're hurt. And I get it. I mean, but come on the show. Talk that shit, tell your story face to face. There's no bigger, better platform than ours. You can say what you want. We're an award-winning platform. We don't tear down black men because you're the butt of the joke. Now that's what you're on. You think we're tearing down black men, but if you actually watch the show, we empower everybody. That's what our thing is. So come on the show, man. We'll be in Atlanta next month. Come to you. If me and you got a box before, during, or after, then shake hands to get this shit done. You know I'm always with the shit. But come tell your story, man. Get that shit up off your chest. I mean, you're attacking Stephen A. Smith. He's almost 60 years old. He don't want to fight you. But I ain't got no issues. Like I said, I'm with the shit. So you can bring your hookah. You can bring that front seat of your car that you're always in, ranting about. Make yourself feel comfortable. Whatever you need to feel comfortable. But come on, all the smoke and tell your story, my nigga. We'll be in Atlanta next month. Let me know what's up.
My man Matt Barnes, he with all the smoke. He's with all the smoke.
Huh.
Hey, he said he basically gave him get off my dick and tell your mama to come here type shit. What you think about Matt Barnes, man? What you think about this whole little?
I'm gonna tell you one thing. He kept it 1,000. He say, man, you come get the smoke for one. Two, you just trying to make publicity for yourself. You trying to bring something out there like you just stated, King. The man never said nothing in his life. Now all of a sudden he want to talk this yin yang about these players, you know what I mean? And I just feel it's all for like money, publicity.
Well, man, if
You know?
all right. So if you put yourself in Kwame Brown's position, man, you've been around for 20. You was the first round draft pick for year. You're the first pick overall. They labeled you a bust everywhere you went. Everybody called you a bust. When they talk about bust, they compare bust to you. The man never said anything to anybody. Now they're still talking about it 20 years later, saying the man doesn't even be named, even be mentioned in a trade. So this is how it all went down. It was on all the smoke. Gilbert Arenas and them were talking about trades that went down, and they said, "Oh, Kwame Brown don't even matter." And, you know, Kwame Brown didn't like that. He took to offense, finally took to offense. Now, what Kwame Brown basically said, hey, I got time today. And so he's went on like a 5-6 day rant, going hard on these fools, going hard on Matt Barnes, going hard on Steven Jackson, going hard on Stephen A, going hard on Charlamagne the God. Hey, and he's been saying a lot of truth. So I'm like Kwame Brown. He's his mama's son. Don't be talking about him. He's tired of this shit.
I'll say this. You's a mama's boy. You never was good in the league. You was trash. These people you talking on got merits. They got stuff to show for. Kwame Brown's a bust. And you shouldn't even be talking about these NBA players. Period.
What gives him the right to keep talking about him?
Trash. Because he's trash. They can talk about him. They got stuff to stand on. Matt Barnes has been in many of playoff teams. You know him.
What does Matt Barnes have to stand on?
I bet you right now.
Other than Derek Fisher knocking down his wife.
His wife was a whole bitch.
Other than Derek,
excuse my French, but you know what I'm saying.
Other than Derek Fisher knocking down his wife, what the hell does
wife
Matt
on
Barnes
Housewives of Atlanta, whatever that is, the basketball wives. She's getting money too. Come on, man.
Are you kidding me?
Come on, man. Matt Barnes, not the one he got right now. She's superior.
Hey, I'm with Kwame Brown.
I'm with Matt Barnes, man.
I'm with Kwame Brown, and
you know what I mean?
Kwame said he didn't want none of the smoke, though. He said he didn't want none of the smoke. He didn't want to go in there with Matt Barnes. But, you know, in all reality, though, Steven Jackson, he apologized. And Charlamagne apologized. Stephen A tried to go in on him. But, you know, what else can you say, though? What else can you say, man? What else can you say? But I would say, man, that stuff he put out on Charlamagne about him being a rapist, man, that was new to me. I usually hear all the news, but that was new to me, man. And, I mean, they talked about his game, but Kwame went kind of personal. You think that was cool, or what you think about that, Mr. Robbie the Rocket?
Man, like the song say, don't take it personal. Take the bitter with the sweet. Easy come, easy go. That's some shit like that. Excuse my French, but at the same time, I mean, that's all money, publicity. We weren't even talking about Kwame Brown until he came on and started talking on his Instagram, man. We ain't even thought about him. It's basketball season. Matter of fact, Brooklyn blowing out Boston right now, you know what I mean? But it's and like you what? Look, keep it real. We wasn't talking about Kwame Brown. None of these. Matt Barnes got his stuff going on. Tip my hat out to you, King.
Kwame Brown saying, man, keep my name out your mouth, man. What's wrong with that?
I mean, we got his name in our mouth.
Man, once you bring, if you talk about bust, won't they just start talking about Michael Other with Candy or something?
Yes.
Once you talk about the Candy,
one of the biggest busts we ever seen in our life.
Once you talk about
what's another good one?
Once you talk about Odom, is it Odom?
Odom, man.
Greg Oden. Talk about Greg
Ohio
Oden when you
State.
talking about bust, biggest bust ever.
But they wasn't even a factor in the equation. They didn't even make it in the league. Kwame Brown played when he was on.
He played 13 years in the league. said over 65 million, man. The dude's doing
Stealing
his thing.
money.
He said all he wanted
He's still
to
stealing money.
The man said all he wanted to do was take care of his mom. He bought his mom a house. He said if that check stopped coming, then they would have had some issues. My man didn't say nothing.
I mean, it's talk. Like we talk. We just brought up Old McCambie. McCambie offended by that. Man, you said he was a bust.
Oh no, he wouldn't. He didn't last 5 years in the league. Get that guy the F out of here, man.
But I'm saying though, like that's how he felt. Like he might say, y'all, what y'all do for a living?
And I'm with.
I mean, that's what he said.
And
That's his comeback.
I'm with your boy C.J. Spellman, man. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. Now y'all got what y'all want. This dude, he looked like he been waiting to go on people's hats. Like he been waiting. Hey, and Charlemagne, you never seen Charlemagne apologize. Charlemagne made his own self the donkey of the day because he knew this dude was speaking facts about what he was doing, what he did.
Hey, you don't tell one rule of the game though. You don't tell the next man business, man, on public and they show
Well,
you something
hold
public,
on. Charlemagne
that
told,
could be a problem.
but hold on.
Though.
Charlemagne told his business. Charlemagne went on to his family business. They from the same town. Charlemagne went and told his family business. Then he went in on Charlemagne. So what's the difference?
Charlemagne might was talking facts, but Playboy
Well, he
was
talking
facts.
Hey, that man talking facts too.
He probably been in his feelings.
Charlemagne caught charges behind that.
But we don't know what it could have been something minor. We ain't gonna go. I'm not gonna go on what that man caught or whatever. We ain't talking about discussing no cases. But at the same time, man, he didn't throw him out there in the bus like that though. For like some rape.
Oh, he threw him out there. He threw his daddy out there on the bus, his mama on the bus, his grandma on the bus. He put a few people on the bus. More than Rosa Parks was on the back of that bus, man. What you talking about, man? I mean, it's okay, man. We gonna move on. But hey, I don't think nobody really want to smoke with old Kwame, man. Kwame got time today. He had time for the past week, and Kwame is going in on people's heads. He went in on Jamil Hill. He's going in on anybody got something to say. He got time today. And hey, shout out to Kwame doing your thing. Hey, you might not have been a star in the league, but you a star on Instagram right now, and you're doing your thing on YouTube. So shout out to Kwame and.
For all the Instagram gangster you doing out there, family.
Okay. What's up
Matt
with
Barnes
what's
wanna
up
see
with
for
your
the
Coach
shoulders.
Texas? How you doing? Congratulations on your championship. Congratulations on the championship to the Montbello Warriors.
Congratulations, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Bring it back to the community.
Hey, back to the city. First time since 1989.
Okay.
Denver DPS school. Denver school is. Two Denver schools have won a championship this year. Thomas Jefferson, my alma mater, and Montbello.
Quick question for you, Goodnight. You've been around here. You've seen all this football. I'm getting off the subject a little bit. But since this pandemic, do you think all these schools going to become back together as a powerhouse? The DPS will be back to where it used to be?
The powerhouse, Montbello's out there building program. They're building a program. Mm-hmm. So yes, they're gonna definitely be a powerhouse and reckon to come. They have their little league organization that's coming through. That's probably gonna push players to them. So I think Montbello's gonna continue to be a powerhouse. TJ, they may continue to be a powerhouse. They got to move up to 5A to do their thing. So I'm all for the city winning championships. We win them in basketball quite often, but as far as it going in football, we haven't won it. Listen to me, since 1989.
So it was big for the season.
It's big for the city.
Big for the city. You had made a lot. You had a parade, everything.
And to all the haters that said it ain't no real championship, you only play who's in front of you. And Montbello, congrats for doing y'all thing.
Congratulations from Gamepoint for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have seen y'all this year. Maybe next year I get out there and check y'all on out. You know what I'm saying?
So let's move on to What's next? What's next on the agenda, Mr. Robbie the Rocket? What's next on the agenda?
Man,
see, look, you don't have your notes.
I got my notes. I got my stuff taken care of today. But you know what I'm saying? We can stick on basketball. We're gonna go a little off basketball. We're gonna come back on to it.
Are we gonna go?
We're gonna go with this Julio Jones.
We're gonna go to Julio Jones. We're gonna go to Julio Jones.
Just something quick and fast. I remember trying to talk to you about him.
Okay, NFL free agency, man. We got Julio Jones coming up next. We got Julio Jones coming up next. And let me read a comment before we go on to Julio Jones. J. Humphrey says, we are still building, trying to keep our kids in the community. And he loved the show, and we love you too, Mr. Texas. I remember when you first came here, man. I seen you. We sat down at a few of them Snoop Dogg meetings, seen you refereeing games. Hey, man, you've been doing your thing in the community since you stepped foot in Denver, Colorado. And we proud to call you.
Appreciate you, King.
Colorado. So go ahead and do your thing. Let's talk about Julio Jones and what's going on in NFL free agency. Tomorrow's a big day for a lot of teams and a lot of players. So what you want to talk about Julio? Now,
You started off.
okay, we started. Let's talk about Julio. Let's talk about how Shannon Sharp did Julio. How Shannon Sharp called him straight from his telephone, didn't tell him he was on air, and had him say, "Are you staying with the Falcons?" And the man said, "Nah, I'm out of here." He said, "Do you think you want to go to Dallas?" "Sorry, J. Mont." He said, "Nah, man, I ain't going to Dallas. I want to go to a winner." You know, so what you think about Shannon Sharp putting him on blast like that? And then what do you also think about where Julio's going?
I'll say this. Thank you, Shannon Sharp, for doing that. I don't feel you put him on blast, but it helped that situation where we knew. We didn't know nothing. If he wouldn't have called Shannon Sharp, we would have never knew nothing. Now we know. You know what I'm saying? And I look at it like this. On the second question you asked me, you know, we fishing in San Francisco. We like some good fish over there, you know what I'm saying, on Julio Jones. If you want some seafood, I got a couple restaurants you can come to. If you need anything, you come to the Bay Area. We're going to take care of you in the Bay Area. So you know where I'm heading with it. And I'm not being biased. I'm just saying give him a second round 2021, but it'll be 2022 pick, and 2 third rounds 2023 picks. Let's sign the paperwork.
Sign the paperwork. He going to San Francisco. Oh, no. We got Bo, who says he's going to New England. That's his destination. J-Mon said Dallas don't need him. Is Julio Jones the type of receiver that can take a team that's budding to the next level? Do you think that?
With a great Julio Jones, yes. Now Julio's been, you know, lingering injury. He's been getting beat up because he was the only receiver for the last, 5 to 6 years that he ain't have no help since Roddy White, whatever his name was. Whenever he left.
Show ain't Roddy Rich.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like this. He's a veteran receiver. He needs to go to a young, fired up receiving core like a Seattle, like a Niners, even a Tennessee Titans. I wouldn't be surprised
Tennessee
if
Titans.
he would go to Tennessee Tidy all up my body with all that John Gotti. But you know what I'm saying? At the same time, though, them the 3 teams I see him landing at. I don't see anything outside of that.
He'll be in a. Let me tell you where he's gonna be. He's gonna be in Seattle like tomorrow, and he'll be in Seattle. He'll be in Seattle tomorrow, and he's the type of player with that other receiver. Russell Wilson,
DK
Metcalf, him,
and Lockett. Oh my God! But the Lockett might be gone. They gonna get rid of Lockett. Lockett go to Atlanta.
They gonna get rid of Lockett. They gonna They
gonna have to get rid of Lockett in order. They get rid of something to get that boy. He's
on the downside of his career, man, and he's owed a lot. And he's owed a lot of money. He don't give him maybe, like you say, a couple second round picks, and he's out of there. J-Mon Humphrey says Hopkins is better in his book. I believe Hopkins is better. But, I mean, he is better. He's younger. He's a better option. He's not on the trading block. But I will take Julio here in Denver, Colorado. But we're not talking about that. CJ
Clint. That's Clint.
CL spelled Clint says.
That's Clint.
What is the stat for the last 3 years? Are they Pro Bowl stats? Julio, I don't think the last 3 years, I don't believe his stats are Pro Bowl stats.
But they had an injury-prone team. He didn't really have a quarterback. Matt Ryan was at his down. Matt Ryan was at his down. Yes or no?
I'm not a Matt Ryan fan, so.
I mean, they didn't have nothing. He was a whole team. We triple team him. They didn't have nothing else to go to.
Let me tell you, he has not done anything since the departure of Kyle Shanahan. So. Let's say if he goes and reunites with Shanahan, that'd be a great fit. But I see him going to the Seahawks, and I see them doing their thing. We got other big not even free agent, big trade dudes on the block. So the next guy we're gonna talk about is Aaron Rodgers. Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers and where he may go. They say he may come here to Denver, Colorado. Hey, if he does, hey, we're Super Bowl bound. But any other options you think may be better, or any other option that you see out there for Aaron Rodgers?
I know you. Can you rewind that to tape? Got him. That's where it was at. That's where I need to hit the.
You're going out of control. You see, because you have nothing else to say.
Did you hear this boy say? This boy just said, if they get Aaron Rodgers, they go into the Super Bowl. Keep talking.
Okay. It definitely makes us a contender. So I mean, I'm gonna keep rocking with it. I mean, what's another destination for him?
The Raiders.
He's not going there. They're not a contender.
The Raiders.
Okay.
The Raiders.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot you say everybody goes to the Raiders. So
when they're at the end of their career and they want to get that money, Raiders. Denver can't pay him like the Raiders can pay.
Hey, he wants championships. He's not worried about.
They got a better team than Denver.
He's prepared to sit out.
They got a better team than Denver.
That's questionable.
Raiders got a better running game, better receivers, better tight end.
Okay.
Hey, maybe even a better defense.
In your opinion.
And a better coach.
In your opinion. So
that's in everybody's opinion.
That's just Denver hate going on, but it's okay. I'll take it.
It ain't Denver hate.
I'll take
it's
it.
Denver facts.
And I heard it all before. For the fellas and the ladies that's on the chat, will you comment and tell me who the better team is out of Oakland and Denver?
Yeah.
I can also see him maybe going to a
Patriots.
And Clint says Aaron Rodgers, he'll be in Green Bay this season. He's gonna stay there. I don't think there's no way they can rehash that marriage, man. I think that's a marriage broken up, man. Aaron Rodgers is a scorned woman in this category. So once a woman is scorned, man, she ain't going back.
When a woman's fed up, what they can't do? What they say?
Hey, nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can
do about it. So I think Aaron Rodgers is up out of here for sure.
Yeah.
But I see him, he's going to be a Bronco. He'll be here.
Yeah.
And watch all the hate. Watch all the hate.
Wow.
This is the place where great quarterbacks come. To end their career to win a championship. Aaron Rodgers, we welcome you to be the next Super Bowl winning championship quarterback out of the Denver, Colorado area. We got one more before we go to halftime. We got one more quarterback that may be on the move, and we talking about Deshaun Watson with all these allegations. Man, it's got real silent out here on the trade move. It's got real silent out here on the cases. It's real quiet, man. So do you think that he's gonna play this year, and where you think he's gonna go?
No news ain't good news. We'd rather hear something about him before. Think about what you just said. We ain't heard nothing about the man. No news is not good news.
No news is good news in this case.
Well, we gonna rewind it to no news ain't good news.
No, I'm not changing.
Because then I'm gonna tell you why. We haven't heard nothing from him. We don't know what's going on. All we know is the brother went up out of Houston, right?
Hey,
that's the last time we heard.
Hey.
He was raping. Excuse my friend. Let me rephrase that. He was harassing other
sexual
people.
Harassment.
You understand me? But hey, nothing came up in court. But they railroaded the man. Now that's the way of getting the man. When I told y'all shows ago, get the black man up out of there. That's a way to get him up out of there. That's a way. Once he start complaining about don't take this the wrong way, y'all on this show. They use us as slaves. So when we want more money and we want this and that, and we don't want yes.
We're not talking.
No, but I'm saying
we're not here on Gamepoint. We don't talk conspiracy theories.
But I'm just going on. The man say he want this and that, and then they give it to him.
I'm gonna go to the comments real quick.
Go ahead.
J-Mon Heffrey said he's so mad at the Broncos for getting rid of Philip Lindsay. They need to go in 215. Hey man, I'm pissed. I'm pissed too. I'm pissed too. But we can't go 2-15. Hey, business is business. Hey, Philip Lindsay done cashed in somewhere else. The Broncos didn't want to pay him. Hey, he went and got some money somewhere else. Shouts out to the Lindsays and the Montbello High School. Anyway, but
let me go back to what I was just saying before we go to the
Okay.
segment. And I'm not saying it's like he asked for something, didn't get what he wanted, and said he wanted out. Now they railroading. So you're not going to play nowhere. Like Kaepernick. Same thing. But different situation, but same scenario. Get him out of there. They finding ways to get you up out of there.
He's gonna play. Let me tell you, where you went. No news is good news because you got 22 women facing allegations. He's not going to court until the year 2022.
Okay.
He has a lawyer that's fighting. He has a lawyer who said he's not bowing down. He's gonna fight this case to the very end.
Okay.
So he's gonna play this year, and he's gonna be out of Houston.
Where?
He's going to Miami. They're gonna trade for Tua, and it's gonna be a move like that.
I can't even hit the button on that one.
I mean, because it's facts. I mean, it's not facts, but that's
it can happen. It's potentially
that
can happen.
May happen.
It can potentially happen. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's the first half here at Gamepoint Sports. The first half of season 4 on Gamepoint. I'm M Goodnight.
And Robbie the Rockets.
Hey, and we out. Second half. Watch us for this NBA news coming up next.
Yay!
Hold on, my sister. Stay alive, my brother. Oh, yes. Things will get harder, but we're not gonna stop. No, we're gonna stand up and hear a cry. We're tired living this life. Listen to our cries. We'll be the light.
Welcome back to the second half of Gamepoint Sports, the second half of season 4. I am M Goodnight.
Robbie the Rockets here.
Hey, what up? He said, "Yee, no fingerprints." That's how we do. Stay true to the game, and let's keep it cracking, man. We talking about NBA playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, it's big things going on. What's over there happening behind you, man? What? Let me hear. I'll tell you what.
Get them up out of here. You're going fishing.
They going fishing?
Boston Celtics, 109. Brooklyn Nets, 123.
Right.
Guess we need to put the fishing hats on because they going.
They getting swept? Or no, they won one.
3-1.
They won one. It's 3-1. They ain't going fishing.
They going
They ain't
fishing.
going fishing quite yet. Okay. My bad. I didn't see you, Mr. Norman, LG Norman. He thinks Denver is a great fit for Aaron Rodgers too. It makes sense. It makes all the sense in the world. Thanks for agreeing with me. And right now, still on the basketball front, we talking about the Denver Nuggets in Portland. They live right now. It's 62-65 in Denver in the second quarter.
That's a banger.
They playing right now.
That's a banger.
They getting it in, man.
That's a banger right there. Who you liking that series, man? Since we getting on basketball, man, you talk about these series. What 2-2?
Man,
right
who you think I like in that series?
I mean, this game
Portland?
tonight is a big crucial game, the pivotal game going into the next game. Who you think got the edge right now? In this series, we talk about this series now.
Who do you think?
But explain to me why. Now, outside of being a fan and outside of being biased, why? Explain why. Justify why you think y'all better than Portland.
You have the MVP. I'll start with that. Second of all, you have a better team. I'll go with that. Third of all, we got 2 games left at home. I'll go with that. What else do you want to know? What else do you want to know?
Better team-wise, guard play. Y'all not better. Y'all got 1 center. I say y'all the best position out of all the places is at the center position and maybe the forward because you got to beat up Carmelo Anthony or, old school Carmelo. Toronto, y'all shouldn't have got rid of that guy. That guy is like a play, like they say, playoff Rondo.
Hold on, let me
He's
guess.
like a playoff.
Let me guess, Robbie. Hold on, let me guess. He's going to Golden State next year, huh?
Norman Powell.
Oh.
No.
Because everybody's going to Golden State next year.
No. If we talk about Golden State.
I mean, we're not even talking about Golden State. I'm just
I keep what we got.
Everybody you say is
I
going to
keep
Golden
what we
State.
got. We don't need no superstars over there. We got too many of them. I keep what we got.
Too many?
We got too many.
You have 1 superstar.
We have 2. We have a star and a superstar. And we have a star and 2, a superstar and a superstar and a half.
You'll never win it again. Sorry.
I bet we would before Denver win one.
I highly doubt it. But
we already won one
all
before
right,
y'all.
man, you talked about this Portland season. You talked about this Portland-Denver season. What do you think about? What do you think about this Portland-Denver?
This game.
This series.
Okay.
This series.
This series right now, going to 7.
Going to 7.
I got Denver beating Portland this time around. Well, they beat them last year, didn't they? And I see that Portland team splitting away after this year because they don't have enough. I say Denver get out of this season a little banged up. Denver get out of this series, let me rephrase, a little banged up. Going to the next series, they ain't got a chance.
The West is wide open, baby. The West is wide open. And Jamon Humphrey says Trev Rich is performing right now at halftime. It's halftime right now. He's performing. Shouts out to 303 Trev Rich. Shouts out to Travis, his pops, who they doing their thing out here representing for the 303, the Mile High City, doing their thing on that rap music. Trev Rich, one of the best writers out here in the rap game, period, not just in Colorado. So shouts out to Trev Rich.
Shout out to you, boss. Doing your thing out here, man. Representing that D-Town, man. I see you.
Okay, AP's performing also. One of the best to do it out here in Colorado.
Okay.
And DJ Squizzy Taylor here, part of the R Network on the DOS show. So, hey, shouts out, man. Wish I could see y'all. Wish I could be there. But, hey, we know y'all represent the town well and swell. So,
yes, sir.
You said it's going to 7. You got Portland, you got Denver.
I got Denver in 7.
Okay, Denver in 7. All right, and why? What's your reason?
My reason is too much of the Joker. You told me something, and it's going to pay off, and you're going to call my phone when it happens. Austin River is y'all key, and you said it. You've been saying it. You've been preaching it. And I see him getting y'all over the hump in his name of this series.
Right on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Austin Rivers. He had your back from day one. All he kept saying was, it wasn't Gordon, it was Austin Rivers. And that's that guy. That guy got experience, been around basketball life all his life. His daddy took care of him. He's built for situations like this. And that's why y'all picked that guy up. That was a great pickup, Denver Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? I ain't calling y'all Chicken McNuggets. I'm calling y'all Denver Nuggets. See,
shit.
It ain't no hate. See, I'm respecting the game. You feel me?
Hey man, and let's go to the series. Let's go to the other series. So you pick it. We both are gonna pick Brooklyn, correct?
Yeah, Brooklyn already swept. Brooklyn already passed on.
So we both pick
Boston going fishing.
So who else? Who else is going fishing? The Heat's gone, right?
Yeah, but Heat is gone. We got the.
You got the West 2-2. You got the Clippers. You got
the Lakers coming up next.
You got Clippers and Dallas playing, man. You got Luka Doncic out there putting on a show. They started out 2-0 on the road. Then they come back and lose 2 on the road. Nobody's won at home. This looks like it's gonna be a great series. Who you got in this series, man?
I think in the beginning they didn't have an answer for Doncic. Now they figured the formula out.
What, injury?
The next man step up.
You got to get her.
Like you told me, the next man got to step up. But at the same time, going back to that though, Kawhi Leonard and them, they took Dallas for granted them first 2 games. Okay. I just really feel like I'll be playing Dallas, and you be careful what you ask for, like people say. They wanted Dallas. They didn't want the other team. So it's going to show Dallas was like, that gave them some type of like, man, they don't respect us. But they put some respect on them in the first 2 games and start slapping them in the face. Now Kawhi Leonard, now it's showing who superstars are. Like a Paul George, like a Kawhi Leonard. Their back's against the wall. They lose one more, the series is over. So they had to win 2. Now we even. Now we back to home cooking. Back to, dancing and swinging and ringing. They blow these boys out. They win the next 2 games.
You talking about the silent assassin and playoff P?
Game over.
They gonna go ahead and do their thing.
Game over.
Jamon Humphrey says, man, the Dallas Mavericks, he's picking them. He's a Dallas guy, and he said if they stay healthy, they'll win. If Luka stays healthy, then it could be trouble for the Clippers because the Clippers can't do nothing with Luka. I believe he was averaging like 38, 99 before he got that injury. Hey, the dude is a baller. Maybe the best foreign player ever in this game.
I might have contradicted myself because in the beginning, we had a few shows ago. Like last year.
You know when contradicting.
I contradicted myself because I did say to Dallas. She was like, man, who you like? And I was like, the Dallas Mavericks. You looked at me like, oh, okay, that might be a good one. Remember, we was like picking.
And I picked the Clippers, though.
And you picked the Clippers, remember? And I picked the Dallas Mavericks. And I was sitting there like, damn, they was like the last seed team, and then they moved up to like the 5th, 6th seed team. I'm like, okay, my prediction might have been right. Now it's 2-2, but now, hey, y'all, I contradicted myself. I don't see Dallas going to the next round against the Clippers.
And I'm with you on that. J-Mon says Dirk may be the best foreign player ever. Dirk is the best up until now, but your boy Luka has more years. He has more years to go, and he definitely will surpass him. That dude's like a walking triple-double. Just needs to learn how to play a little bit better D, and he'll get his thing together. What other series you want to talk about real quick? Let's move on to the injury series. Let's go on to another series that has no, we're not hit the Lakers yet. Let's talk about the Philadelphia 76ers and the Washington Wizards.
Russell Westbrook.
You think they can make a comeback with Embiid hurt?
You got Russell Westbrook. In my book, superstar. Bradley Beal, potential superstar. He reminds me of a Tatum, a star. They like star people, Okay. Do that there. I'm not
going there.
But like I said, Bradley Beal, Tatum, you could compare that. Yes. Don't go there. No. They stars. They not superstars. But you got Russell Westbrook, triple doubles, all time triple double leader. Hey, he could put a team on his back. And with a hurt Embiid and Ben Simmons can't shoot free throws, I foul a Ben. It's gonna be foul a Ben. I foul him and can't shoot the free throw. Russell Westbrook ran his next one. But they ain't got it. It's just they down too many games. That's why I'm like, you
taking Philly to go ahead and pull it out.
Philly is 6.
Michelle Marcel says Westbrook's the truth. And J-Mon said Dallas, they not ready, man. They need one more piece. And I think they probably need one more piece, too. They need somebody to take a little bit of that off of Luka to be able to carry the load just a little bit. And then I think they're going to definitely be a dangerous team. Russell Westbrook and them, I think they're poised to come back and maybe even tie this series up. I believe 3-3. I think it's 3-1 now. Or I think it's 3-1. So I think they're poised to tie this series, come back 3-3 and force a Game 7. But I think Embiid will be back and then they'll lose then. All right, so we're going to go on to the next picture. We're going to go and talk about these Lakers. We're going to talk about an injured Anthony Davis. What do you think the Lakers' chances are with Anthony Davis gone? With Anthony Davis hurt, with a strain growing. And let me tell you something about a strain growing. I may not be Anthony Davis. I may not be a NBA athlete. I may not be in athletic shape as an Anthony Davis, but I tell you, I had a strain growing, and that shit took about 3 months, and I'm still feeling it. So I don't see this guy coming back for the rest of the season.
I'll say this.
For the rest of the playoffs.
Me and you said this 100 times. injury prone, remember?
Yeah.
So he's injury prone. We said that last year. Injury prone.
He lucky to make it through.
Make it through.
And the only thing that happened last year was that Anthony Davis, they had that big old break before the bubble. That's the way he was to stay healthy. He wouldn't have stayed healthy if that wouldn't have happened.
Now, they did come out firing on all cylinders. It's 8-3. Brown look like he on a tear right now. So, you know, as I say, man, I'm going to say this. The Suns are not way better. They're better than the Lakers all the way around. So it shouldn't, with barring Chris Paul getting hurt that one game, they might be up 3-1. Don't you think?
It's over, man. You see this guy laying down on the ground right now? It's over. LeBron's going to be grabbing his ankle or something next.
The fakers?
They're done. I'm sick of LeBron.
I think he's faking.
He got big shoulders.
That's a faker, not a Laker. That's a faker.
LeBron has big shoulders, but his shoulders ain't big enough to carry him over this hump. Shout out to Chris Paul, one of the best to ever do it. Everywhere he goes, he is one of the best. I mean, he makes his team better, whether it be the Rockets, whether it be Phoenix where he's at now, whether it be the Clippers, whether it be New Orleans. Everywhere he go, he made the teams a lot better. Chris Paul is an underrated superstar, but in my book, Chris Paul is a top 5 point guard in the history of the NBA. What do you say about that?
In the history of the NBA? I think he's in the top 10 in the history of the NBA. There's some great point guards out there, King. Like, you got to look at better than Jason Kidd? Better than the John Stockton? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like...
I mean, go ahead. Keep naming. That's 2.
I can go. Let me see. He's not better than Magic.
That's 3.
I can keep going. Let me see. Hold on. Not better than Gary Payton.
Better than Gary Payton.
About the same, huh?
Better than Gary Payton.
About the same.
Better than Gary Payton.
About the same.
Better.
That's who we could compare. You think he's better than GP?
Hands down better than Gary Payton. He's not a better defender, but he's the better overall player than
What
Gary
about
Payton.
Isaiah Thomas?
He's about Isaiah Thomas level.
You give him that?
Mm-hmm. How many players do you know that raise the level of their teams every place they stop?
When you was always, okay, I'm going to say this. You just got me thinking something. When you like a superstar in college, 9 times out of 10, what team do you go to when you get drafted? What type of team do you go to?
You go to the worst team.
Worst team, right? So a lot of these players, and they don't have good players around them, they can't be what we expect them to be. You get what I'm saying? So Chris Paul, in terms of the teams he went on, never been good. So he never had no other really superstar to play with. And then when he did play with a superstar, it didn't work. Because he was so prone to being the man from the time he walked in the door to the time he left. So that gives me the saying is I don't see him as a top point guard.
It didn't work because he got hurt.
When he play with good people, they don't never win nothing.
He got hurt in the 7th. He got hurt in the 7th game when they had Joe boys on the ropes when they should have beat y'all. So I'm not even gonna go there. And then y'all and Harden went on one of his legendary cold streaks. But I don't know.
Now let me ask you this: if Harden win one this year, I'm gonna say Chris Paul ain't really was the.
Harden has. Come on, man.
I mean, it was him and Harden. He had Harden.
It's 3.
He had superstars.
3 of the top
Capella
10.
Over there. He had some guys over there that was nice.
3 of the top 10 players in the league. But we gonna talk, man. Let's take a look at the game. Let's take a live look at this game right now as we looking at talking about. Okay, well let's keep on moving then. So
I'll just say this on the Chris Paul notation, like my boy say back there, he say, man, I ain't giving him no pass no more, and I ain't giving him no pass no more. Period. I'm not giving you no pass. If you don't beat these Lakers, you're not that. You're a star.
They're beating the Lakers.
If you don't beat the Lakers this series with a hurt LeBron, a hurt Anthony Davis, a beat down Laker team with no shooting, not really no shooting over there. All they got is big men. They're a team full of big men. I'll tell you this. You don't get past this series, man, hang up your shoes, brother. You're not going to win one. And you went to a team that don't never win a... Since you've been born, have you ever seen the Suns win one?
I've never seen the Suns win one, but I've seen them there with Barkley. I've seen them there with KJ. I've seen them with Dan Marley. They've had some good teams over there. Sometimes you couldn't get past that guy, Michael Jordan.
Now, that's an ugly character there.
But there's a lot of people that couldn't get past Michael Jordan. You have Karl Malone. You have a lot of players that couldn't get past Michael Jordan and win one when he did. That's why I consider him one of the greatest of all time, because everybody wasn't eating when Michael played. Everybody eating when LeBron played.
Yeah. Yeah. It make a lot of sense, but all I'm going to say is, man, this is probably the best playoffs I've seen in a long time, because it's not like we know who going to go.
Oh, we know who's going to go.
We don't know who going to go.
Brooklyn. That's my East Coast for you, boy.
Ain't nobody.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, because Embiid and them can't beat. Embiid and them can't beat.
Who's the greatest, J-Mont? Embiid and them can't beat Brooklyn. Ain't nobody in the East beating Brooklyn. Nobody in the West is going to beat Brooklyn. Kevin Durant has snuck him another title, has got with two other great players and snuck him another title. I'm almost not even respecting
his legacy, huh?
Yeah, I'm almost not even respecting his legacy, because he's never done it by himself.
Yes, because I was just sitting there like, how you going to you buy a team and steal a team and win the championship? You come over us. You know what I call them? Switch hitters, man. You know what I'm saying? You, wherever the pot is, wherever the fattest sack is, you go to. I mean, he's a switch hitter. Like, switch over like KD. We not switching over like KD, though, man.
MJ is the greatest, J-Mon. But KD continuously is always surrounding himself with the best players, and I don't think he puts himself up to the true challenge. But when he goes one-on-one with LeBron, he does show up and show out every single time. And he's one dude that's not scared of LeBron. But he's not even going to have to worry about LeBron this year.
If LeBron is out, I was sitting here. Y'all don't be mad at me, everybody. I was sitting here. The Chicken McNuggets got a chance to win the championship. And LeBron out, that's the only team that they can't beat in the playoffs. And go look at your facts. The only team y'all can't beat in the playoffs is the Lakers. If the Lakers out of there, y'all can run the table. Y'all can beat the Clip. Well, the Jazz is y'all nemesis. Y'all come across them Jazz, they got y'all. That's y'all ass.
Yeah, we just beat the Jazz.
You come across them Jazz in a 7-game series.
We just beat the Jazz.
Gobert gonna be stuffing Joker shit. Get up out of here.
We just beat them. It's 63-65. Denver beating Dallas, man. Denver beating Portland, man. It's a close game out there. Actually, it's 65 up. They just tied it up. Nurkic just hit one. Utah. I'm with you, J-Mon. Utah. Dude,
Utah Scrapeshaw.
Trash. Regular season
Scrapes.
Regular season chump.
Get him out of there.
65 up in the third quarter. Denver Portland, man, that's a great series, man. They always play a great series.
Mm-hmm.
I remember they took us to 7, man. We couldn't get over the hump. We had them at home. We was up by like 11, man, and them fools came back and beat us, man. Dame did. I think that might have been his first Dame time moment was on us, man. So I like Dame time.
Man, we got one more series. Since we on them Jazz, we got them Jazz and that Morant. Boy, that boy is.
Hold on real quick, man. We're going to go to a live view of this Lakers-Suns game.
We got a breaking news?
We're going to a live view, man. It's on right now. What's the score, Robbie the Rockett?
Lakers 10, Phoenix 11, 6 minutes left. Ooh, and that Booker, that boy is the truth. Devin Booker is the truth.
Future superstar.
Superstar. He's a star in the making / superstar. But that's that bad man right there, LeBron James. Now, he make these, if they can
when Caruso shooting threes, it's definitely over for these guys. Man, we going to come back, man. It's a live look, man. Starting in the first quarter, man. 10-13, I believe. You got the Phoenix up.
That Booker is a beast. Oh, he is so clean. Oh, he's so clean. They
Because
fired
of
up in Phoenix over there.
Hey, let me tell you something about that. Aiden is shooting about 80% in this series, man. He's shooting straight in the paint, doing what he's supposed to do. But let me season 4, episode 1,
Season 4.
Gamepoint, man. What you got to say, man? We back.
Man, we back, man. We gonna be up and coming. Check us out on the Tuesdays and Fridays, man. And we still Tuesdays and Fridays, right? Y'all checking us out, right?
Check us
You
out.
know what I'm saying? Tough Talk Fridays.
No, man, it's Tough Talk Tuesday, man.
Well,
Fired
Fired Up Fridays. I'm calling it Fired Up Fridays
now you
and Tough
changing
Talk
the name?
Tuesdays. I'm my bad.
Oh, man.
I said it wrong
Oh,
because you know
man.
my mind is like thinking of what some big things coming. We gonna have some big shows, big things coming.
Big shows, big things coming, man. We supposed to have a legendary guest on today. We get him on again, man. We get him on. We get him on. This is Gamepoint, season 4, first show to do it. Back here on the R Network, where we also like you to like, share, repeat, comment, tweet, do us a thing. Watch us on YouTube, watch us on Facebook, watch us on Instagram, or whatever social media.
And I'm Robbie the Rocket.
And I'm M Goodnight.
And this is Gamepoint.
And we out.
No fingerprints.